I have a new strategy. It's to hide all the glowing LCD screens that can distract me and to look at the camera, as is the norm, as if you, the camera, the Canon, SX50HS, as if this Canon SX50HS is a human being. So I'm to roleplay that the camera is a human and sing to it as if it was a human, and as if singing directly to a person wouldn't like make them super uncomfortable. I mean, I've done it to people, but it's the norm. So we got to keep things normal. When I was quite young and old songs could be sung, they told us how we used to brave the harsh light. But we had to run and hide from the sun, for our hubris had earned us this pit-dwelling blight. For our leaders were learned in all the old rites. When they gathered to leave, we prayed that they might bring us back news from the world of outside. Untrained and unguided, our folk had to hide. Our minders would smile, heads up with pride, as they put on their blinders, one on each side, to block and to shade them from frightening rays, to bring us back stories to lighten our days. In the cavern they'd sit, young to the old, after hours in the pit of breathing in mold, for the ore that we'd break from the load, which our minders would pack into crates, which then rode up a lift through a shaft dug deep in the past, up to the surface, pitted and blasted, where slobbering mutants will take up their prize, a deal we must hold with folk we despise. This bargain was made many decades ago, when I was a babe in a crib. These bandits had threatened our city below if we had nothing precious to give. Our projectors then earned their glorious place, taking the burden so we could stay free. Since then they've protected and herded our race, and give shows on the wall of the cavern to see. The things from outside they project from a light that beams from a channel bored out up high. Shadows from puppets darker than night dance on the wall, and we learn what and why happens out there, and why the gods act as perpetual scholars. The minders know facts the size of the earth, 30 miles by 9, how to judge a man's worth by reading his mind. And we drink of the tea steeped by our guards to protect us from fiends like the moon and the stars. Well, I know that the minders are folk just like me, and I wonder what sights sit under the sky just once for myself, to help me believe, to be sure of the what and to know all the why. So I'll wait till the shadow show's finished, strap moss to my feet to dull my footfall, and then late with light fully diminished and a ration of meat, I'll climb up that wall. Well, I know that the minders wouldn't tell lies, and I don't want to burn in the glare, though I go without blinders to shade my weak eyes. I'm sure they won't burn out with 1 second stare. So up I ascend into the old lands. My friend, I'll return to you soon. I'll tell tales of the waste and hold in my hand a piece that I'll tear from that devilish moon. That was all right. That's the newest song I've written. I messed up on some of the chords and stuff there, which is, most of the lyrics are right. That's good. It's about people living in a cave. This is one of the more recent songs. It's kind of hard to chronologically track this because you're working on multiple things at the same time, but I think this song is the second to most recent. I've been recording this one a lot. The general strategy is to just do sets like this. I guess in the case anyone wants to watch the long form video, which there's a couple people that might occasionally, and then to clip it up into snippets for stuff that seems good. So I already uploaded a Fly Me to the Moon, which is a pretty decent take. I'm going to use the CGC comic grading scale to rate my self-assessment of the takes, and so that one was good, which is about a 2.5 out of 10. A good condition comic. It's going to have the cover intact. You could have missing staples, especially if it could plausibly be a manufacturing error. Like ads could be cut out if we're talking about like an older comic. It's not really trashed shape. That's why it's still good, but a 2.5 out of 10. But under a certain level, people just don't want copies of comics because they get so easily trashed. So that should probably be how recorded musical tracks work too, is that you make a bunch of chaff and then you only point people towards the good ones and just try to pretend that like Rob Liefeld doesn't still get work. There's some comic jokes.
On the sod and pushes the plow like a surf. And how do you know the seeds that you grow as you scratch for a place on this earth? The cards that he grips with a smile on his lips while you ponder your ponderous plays. Games won one by one until evening has come. There's no time, as you heard the man say. And who is like God, who worries and plods but pushes ahead through the dark? Because others need help and he still has his health, and at times life still feels like a lot. You watch his hand stretch halfway down the neck as he strums. You wonder and hear each note meet the next as pulled from the frets, tied to the heartbeat and played just as clear. And who is like God, who smiles and nods as his friends gather round him and say, you bind us like glue, and we hope that you could come back and talk to us every day. Pupils and peers gather to hear as he speaks to the crowd from his chair. Scruples held dear can conquer your fear. Music is needed as much as air. And who is like God, or a bean in your pod, who listens and knows that you care? And he wonders how you write the words that you do, but you both know who helped you prepare. Who is like God? Who is like God? Who is like God, who treads on the sod and pushes the plow like a surf? And how do you know the seeds that you grow as you scratch for a place on this earth?
This is a song I wrote over the summer. I haven't recorded it much recently.
Rode from the uplands on a misty day.
said that he came to deliver us from the dark animal gods that had led us astray by demanding the gift of an innocent's blood. Rise to the south, our just all right. He rode from the uplands on a misty day. He said that he came to deliver us from the dark animal gods that had led us astray by demanding the gift of an innocent's blood. Ride to the south, our just king, and carry your banner proudly. On your return we will sing to greet your triumph loudly. He carried the light and remembered the word, but respected the rule of the rod from up high, until one dark day his faith was disturbed, though given his orders he could not fathom why. The priest of the rod said a town was enthralled by our most evil, craven, and treacherous foe, though the hero sent missives and attempted to stall. He was ordered to raise the town much to his woe. Though his faith was quite strong, his devotion was true, the hero could not carry his orders through. So he laid down his arms and prayed in retreat, living off nothing but water for weeks, until he emerged to bring truth and hope, and he mounted his horse and rode off to the rod pole. Ride to the south, our just king, and carry your banner proudly. On your return we will sing to greet your triumph loudly. He rode till he came to the high papal keep, and barged into the rooms of the Pope fast asleep, grabbed rod, frock, and crown, threw them down at his feet, where he shattered their power to cower the weak. He returned to the uplands on a misty day, having rescued the light from its keepers infirm, to tell folks how to think, or to live, or to pray. A king lives to serve, respect must be earned. Ride to the south, our just king, and carry our banner proudly. On your return we must sing to greet your triumph loudly. Ride to the south, our just king, and carry our banner proudly. On your return we must sing to greet your triumph loudly. Technical difficulties. This song is public domain. Well, the fox went out on a chilly night, prayed to the moon to give him light, for he'd many a mile to go that night before he reached the town, oh, town, oh, town, oh, many a mile to go that night before he reached the town, oh. He ran till he came to a great big pen, and the ducks and the geese were kept therein. He said, a couple of you are gonna grease my chin before I leave this town, oh, town, oh, town, oh. A couple of you are gonna grease my chin before I leave this town, oh. He grabbed the gray goose by the neck, he threw the duck across his back, and he didn't mind the quack, 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 and the legs all dangling down, oh, down, oh, down, oh. He didn't mind the quack, 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 and the legs all dangling down, oh. Old Mother Flipper-Flopper jumped out of bed. Out of the window she cocked her head, crying, John, John, the gray goose is gone, and the fox is on the town, oh, town, oh, town, oh. John, John, the gray goose is gone, and the fox is on the town, oh. Old John ran to the top of the hill, blew his horn both loud and shrill. The fox, he said, I'd better flee with my kill, or they'll soon be on my trail, oh, trail, oh, trail, oh. The fox, he said, I'd better flee with my kill, or they'll soon be on my trail, oh. He ran till he came to his cozy den. There were the little ones, 8, 9, 10. Said, Daddy, Daddy, better go back again, for it must be a mighty fine town, oh, town, oh, town, oh. Daddy, Daddy, better go back again, for it must be a mighty fine town, oh. Then the fox and his wife, without any strife, cut up the goose with a fork and a knife. They never had such a supper in their life, and the little ones chewed on the bones, oh, bones, oh, bones, oh. They never had such a supper in their life, and the little ones chewed on the bones, oh. I'm too hungry to do anything that's too new. I just realized I'm very hungry. So... I've written a lot of songs over the years that kind of, less recently, but a lot of them when I was younger would sort of just like pose rhetorical questions in a row. And so this is the first song I wrote, which I feel like it kind of does that. I was 16, so... Filtered morning sunlight with no sound but my own, softly, quickly floating, floating towards home. The ravages of progress, nature trampled in its path, never stopping to look backwards and see the monstrous aftermath. If you cannot find me floating o'er the sea, if you cannot find me, then please let me be. Past the leagues of broken cities, shattered dreams with no hope. As I look upon them, I find it hard to cope. The light begins to fade, the darkness starts to rise. An iridescent stranger with madness in his eyes. If you cannot find me floating o'er the sea, if you cannot find me, then please let me be. Why do we delude ourselves with bright colors and with noise? Why can't we comprehend life's true and simple joys? Why do we destroy ourselves? What can we hope to achieve? All the pain and suffering, what a bloody mess we leave. If you cannot find me floating over the sea, if you cannot find me, then please let me be. Now I'm finally leaving to where I cannot tell, waiting for the end time to hear that final knell. If you cannot find me floating over the sea, if you cannot find me, then please let me be. That was all right. It's really weird because, like, there's sort of like there's like a natural flow when you're playing in front of people, and I find I just like I finish a song and then I just stare off into space for a few seconds. So I don't know if that's a common problem. I don't think I'm ever gonna. I don't know if I'll ever anthropomorphize the Canon SX50HS as a human being or not. So it might always have this level of slops. I could like write a list of songs. That'd probably help if I figured out ahead of time what I was gonna play. Finge que te importa un poco, que me pones atención. Finge que estás escuchando de este humilde servidor. Finge que me conocerás, que no es una noche más. Vendedora de caricias, ayúdame a olvidarla. Que esta noche estoy muy solo y no me quiero recordarla. Vendedora de caricias, ayúdame media hora más. Que esta noche estoy muy solo y no me quiero suicidar. Finge que esto no es lo mismo, que es diferente a los demás. Finge que no te has cansado de este tonto trovador. Finge que conocieras que no es una noche más. Vendedora de caricias, ayúdame a olvidarla. Que esta noche estoy muy solo y no me quiero recordarla. Vendedora de caricias, ayúdame media hora más. Que esta noche estoy muy solo y no me quiero suicidar. Finge que yo soy tu todo, que es diferente a los demás. Finge que no te has cansado de este tonto trovador. Finge que soñamos juntos con estrellas sobre el mar. Vendedora de caricias, ayúdame a olvidarla. Que esta noche estoy muy solo y no me quiero recordarla. Vendedora hora de caricias, quédate media hora más, que esta noche estoy muy solo y no me quiero suicidar. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte, perderte después. Bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte, perderte después. Quiero tenerte muy cerca, mirarme en tus ojos, verte junto a ti. Bien sé que tal vez mañana yo ya estaré lejos, muy lejos de aquí. Y bésame, bésame mucho, como si fuera esta noche la última vez. Bésame, bésame mucho, que tengo miedo perderte, perderte después. Did I get anything good out of that? I guess I get the whispers take? Wow, it's a lot of shit.